A mystical castle looms in the distance, surrounded by swirling magical energy, while a glowing chalice on a pedestal radiates vibrant magic, setting the tone for an adventure full of mystery and danger. The story begins with Harry Potter, now in his 4th year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The wizarding world is growing increasingly tense, as mysterious events hint at the return of dark forces. But for Harry and his friends, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger, the year holds excitement as well. Hogwarts has been chosen to host the legendary Triwizard Tournament, a magical competition between 3 schools of magic, Hogwarts, Beauxbatons, and Durmstrang. Only students aged 17 and above are allowed to enter, but Harry soon finds himself drawn into the contest in the most unexpected way. The Quidditch World Cup. Harry starts his summer holiday with the Weasley family, attending the Quidditch World Cup. The excitement in the air is palpable as wizards and witches from all over the world gather to watch the match. Harry, Ron, Hermione, and the Weasleys take their seats in the stadium, watching the Irish and Bulgarian teams battle it out for victory. The magical spectacle is stunning, with players soaring through the air on broomsticks, casting spells, and evading bludgers. But the joy of the event is shattered later that night when Death Eaters, followers of the dark wizard Voldemort, attack the campsite. Panic spreads, and Harry, Ron, and Hermione are caught in the chaos as dark marks fill the sky, signaling the return of Voldemort's supporters. Back to Hogwarts. When the trio returns to Hogwarts, they are excited to hear about the Triwizard Tournament. Professor Dumbledore explains that students from Beauxbatons and Durmstrang will be arriving soon, and only students above 17 can submit their names for the chance to compete. Everyone is eager to see who will be chosen to represent Hogwarts. At the same time, Harry is dealing with the pressures of his growing fame and the whispers that continue to follow him wherever he goes. The excitement builds as students prepare for the arrival of the competitors from the other schools. The moment finally arrives, and the Triwizard champions are selected. From Hogwarts, it's Cedric Diggory, a talented and well-liked student from Hufflepuff. From Beauxbatons, the beautiful Fleur Delacour, and from Durmstrang, Victor Krum, the famed Quidditch player. However, just as everyone thinks the selection is complete, the Goblet of Fire unexpectedly spits out another name, Harry Potter. Harry, only 14, is underage and didn't enter himself into the tournament, yet somehow his name has been chosen, and he must compete. The young wizard, standing near an enchanted pedestal, casts a spell as the magical atmosphere of the mystical castle unfolds behind him. The first task. As the tournament begins, Harry is plunged into a world of deadly challenges. The first task involves dragons, each champion needing to retrieve a golden egg guarded by a ferocious dragon. Harry, terrified but determined, uses his broomstick, the firebolt, to outmaneuver the dragon and successfully retrieves the egg. The task is grueling, and Harry narrowly escapes serious injury. However, he manages to emerge victorious, earning the respect of the other champions and applause from the crowd. Yet, tension is growing. Harry senses something dark at play, and he can't shake the feeling that someone has plotted to put his life in danger. The Triwizard Tournament, intended as a showcase of magical skill, has become a deadly test for Harry, and the stakes are only going to get higher. The Yule Ball. As Christmas approaches, Hogwarts prepares for the Yule Ball, a grand event traditionally held during the Triwizard Tournament. For Harry, the ball brings more stress than excitement. He's nervous about asking a girl to the ball, and he worries about not making a fool of himself in front of everyone. Eventually, Harry asks Parvati Patil to be his date, while Ron reluctantly asks her twin sister, Padma. Meanwhile, Hermione stuns everyone by attending the ball with Victor Krum, revealing a side of her that Harry and Ron hadn't seen before. The Yule Ball is a night of glamour and intrigue. As the students celebrate, the champions are expected to open the dance. Harry watches Cedric and Cho Chang, his crush, together, feeling a pang of jealousy. However, the night also gives Harry a brief reprieve from the tournament's stresses, allowing him to share in moments of normal teenage life. But the mystery of who entered his name into the Goblet of Fire continues to gnaw at him, casting a shadow over the festivities. In the heart of the magical tournament, the young wizard bravely confronts a fierce dragon, aiming to retrieve a golden egg from its grasp. The second task. The second task arrives with little warning, and Harry must decipher the clue hidden within the golden egg he retrieved from the dragon. The clue reveals that he must retrieve something precious from the depths of the Black Lake, guarded by dangerous creatures. With help from his friends, Harry learns that the task will involve rescuing someone important to him who is being held underwater by the merpeople. On the day of the task, Harry dives into the lake, aided by gillyweed that allows him to breathe underwater. He discovers Ron, along with the loved ones of the other champions, suspended in the depths. Despite the pressure of the tournament, Harry's sense of loyalty and bravery shine through as he refuses to leave anyone behind, even if it costs him precious time. Though he doesn't finish first, his compassion earns him high marks from the judges. The dark mark rises. As Harry moves through the tasks, the mystery of who entered him into the tournament deepens. He and his friends begin to suspect that dark forces are at work. Dumbledore, too, seems concerned, but he offers Harry little explanation. Harry's scar starts hurting more frequently, a sign that Voldemort's power is growing. Meanwhile, the wizarding world outside Hogwarts is growing ever more dangerous as rumors spread of Voldemort's return. Harry feels the weight of responsibility press down on him, and the tournament feels more like a trap than a contest. During these dark times, Harry's friendship with Ron and Hermione becomes more critical than ever. Together, they start uncovering clues that point to a growing conspiracy. But no matter how much they discover, the truth seems just out of reach. The final task. The final task of the Triwizard Tournament is a maze filled with magical creatures and enchantments. The champions must navigate the maze and reach the Triwizard Cup at its center. However, the maze is treacherous, and as the champions venture deeper, they face terrifying challenges. Harry and Cedric find themselves working together, helping each other through the maze, despite being competitors. As they near the center, they decide to share the victory, both grabbing hold of the Triwizard Cup together. But when they touch it, they are transported to a graveyard. The cup was a portkey, designed to take them to a trap. Before Harry can comprehend what is happening, they are confronted by Lord Voldemort and his Death Eaters. In a deep underwater task, the young wizard swims through an eerie lake bed filled with glowing creatures, trying to free his friend. Voldemort returns. In the graveyard, Harry witnesses the terrifying rebirth of Lord Voldemort. Using dark magic, Voldemort regains his full strength and body. Cedric is killed, and Harry is left alone to face the Dark Wizard. Voldemort, now fully restored, taunts Harry, explaining how he was brought back through an intricate plot that has been in motion since before the Triwizard Tournament even began. Harry is forced to duel Voldemort, but their wands connect in a rare magical phenomenon known as priori incantatem. This connection causes echoes of Voldemort's past victims, including Harry's parents, to appear, helping Harry escape the graveyard with Cedric's body. Harry returns to Hogwarts, devastated and shaken by what he has witnessed. He tells Dumbledore and the other professors about Voldemort's return, but few believe him. The Ministry of Magic, in denial, refuses to acknowledge that Voldemort is back, setting the stage for even darker days ahead. Aftermath. The Triwizard Tournament ends in tragedy, with Cedric's death casting a long shadow over Hogwarts. Harry is hailed as a hero, but he feels nothing but sorrow. The knowledge that Voldemort has returned, coupled with the Ministry's refusal to act, leaves Harry and his friends in a precarious position. Dumbledore, however, believes Harry and begins taking steps to prepare for the coming war. He tells Harry about the Order of the Phoenix, a group dedicated to fighting Voldemort, and warns him that he will need to be more vigilant than ever. Harry's journey is far from over. As the school year ends, Harry, Ron, and Hermione resolve to face the future together, knowing that the fight against Voldemort has only just begun. But they also realize that they have each other, and that friendship and loyalty will be their greatest strengths in the dark times ahead. Epilogue. A world divided. The wizarding world stands on the brink of a new war. Many remain unaware of the danger that looms, while others are beginning to prepare for battle. Harry knows that Voldemort is gathering his forces, and that the future will hold more peril than ever before. But as he looks at the faces of his friends, he knows he won't face it alone. The end of the Triwizard Tournament marks the end of Harry's childhood. Now, more than ever, he must rise to meet the challenges ahead. The Goblet of Fire may have been the catalyst, but the real battle is just beginning.